Yeah, I just got that new Spider-Man game. Bro, I'm about to play that shit all weekend, dog.
Oh my god, are you playing video games? That's such a waste of time. Grow up. Oh my god.
Anyways, but like, yeah, I'm gonna go out this evening to this party. Like, y'all trying to come with?
Oh my god, like parties are so lame. What do you even do all night? Drink alcohol and dance all night? That's so lame. That's why I'm always in a corner at parties. They aren't talking about things that matter, like crypto and Andrew Tate. They just aren't for Sigmas like me.
But okay, but like, check out this new little baby. It's so...
Oh my god, modern rap is so bad. Like, why do people even listen to that?
Bitch, shut the fuck up! I cannot stand these types of people, bro. Like, they're bringing down our vibes for what? Like, it's one thing to have beliefs and opinions you live by, but it's a whole nother pile of shit entirely when you shame people for doing things that go against those beliefs. Like, what did you gain by hating on people that go into that party? Melvin? Like, motherfucker, you weren't even invited. Why are you talking? I get hella comments along these lines too. These people talk like they're above people who play video games, people who use TikTok and Twitter and other social medias other than YouTube and the hub. You know, they ridicule people who date and want marriage, all because they don't agree with these things and feel their opinions matter. Bro, who asked? Big KD, isn't that what you kind of do on this channel? I don't know what about being a hating-ass goblin gave you this mindset, but you aren't a Sigma male because you don't party and only go gym. You aren't getting ahead of other people because you don't play video games. Unless you're talking to an Elden Ring player, then you're valid. And I know it once said virgins are winning, but you aren't above people who don't save themselves until marriage. Only people who do hookup culture. Like, you have to be one stupid individual to think a situationship isn't just one person stringing along the other for their own gain. But that's a video for another day. So why are people even like this in the first place? Because it's so fucking annoying. Like, why would you even do this? Well, from my understanding, the people I've met who do this kind of stuff usually just don't have an interest in the thing being done. Which is fine. Like, we're in a free country. You don't have to feel pressured to like certain things if they go against your beliefs. Like, for instance, even though a lot of kids my age partake in the marijuanas and the vapes, I deny the za when offered. It's just not for me. I'll make a big deal out of it. I just reject it and move on. Another example, I don't particularly enjoy partying, or at least the staying up late drinking and dancing aspect of it. Because an enjoyable night for me is either hanging around a group of friends chilling and hanging out, or cuddled up in my bed watching videos or working on scripts. But again, I don't judge others for partaking in these things despite not seeing the appeal, because every person is different and entitled to their own ideas of fun. So as long as it doesn't detriment their life, I'm quiet, I'm cool, I don't give a shit, because I'm not gonna have the same interests as a frat boy or a sorority girl, and I'm not gonna force myself to like those things either just to fit in. That's called being my own person. But problems arise when you try to push your own agenda on others because it makes you feel as if you're winning, like you're above those people who partake in these things and your pastimes are so much better. Go to hell with your superiority complex. You're not an elite level high value Sigma male in the making because you see your ideas of fun as better than others. And people aren't just gonna conform to those ideas just because you shove them down their throats. You're just being a dickhead.
BKG, isn't that kind of what you do?
Bitch! Like, sure, you may not agree with the activities being done, but 99% of the people who are doing this are just living life. They're not causing you any trouble. Like, it's not like they're calling you out for preferring your bed to the dance floor. So let it be! And you can play the card of being a virtuous saint who's looking out for them. But you're just not that guy, pal. You're annoying. Plus, it's not like they're gonna die tomorrow because they've had one weed. They're just having fun. There's no reason to be hating because you aren't being attacked. But then here comes anime boy Melvin waddling in with his cum-infused hentai hoodie and belly rolls so big you can make a slip and slide out of it, trying to shame them and use the fact they're doing unhealthy things as a cope for the fact that he stays inside all day. Not because he wants to, but because he has no other choice. Like, that's the most ironic thing. Most of the people that act like they're above the things that they hate on and would never do it because it's a waste of time, it's unhealthy too, more often than not are just coping because they either don't see the fun in the activity and feel the need to voice their opinion to be included, or just never get invited in the first place and get insecure when they see people doing things that they can't. Big KG, isn't that... Bitch! And you can run to the comments and seethe all you want, but keep it a buck with yourself. Melvin, if you were invited to a party alongside some of people you really mess with, or maybe even asked to join a group session of a video game, or maybe even offered up some cooter by your school crush, do not lie to me or yourself. You wouldn't be the innocent, virginity-preserving, sober-for-life guy you want people to think you are. You would also partake in these degenerate things that they were offered. But because you never get offered and other people do, you want to act as if you never liked the activity in the first place and are above that DJ and shit. Like, bitch! I hate to break it to you, Melvin. But you sitting inside all day playing your 10th league game of the day instead of being outside, exercising and socializing, is not that much healthier than the college kids getting drunk till 12 a.m. on a school night. Like, sure, they may get liver poisoning by age 25, but you finna die of scurvy soon because your fat ass can't stomach anything other than McDonald's and fries. Obviously, I'm playing, but people are allowed to live life as they choose, so long as their actions aren't detrimental to their lives. They don't need to be shamed for having fun. Again, unless they're in hookup culture. Like, unless the person you're dealing with is a heroin addict who can't go a day without a dose 2 milligrams lower than the lethal injection, you don't have to act so virtuous and as if they're idiots for doing the things you can't. They aren't judging, so why are you? And I can already hear the red pill consuming alpha male wannabes crawling out from their crevices to comment shit like,
"You're wrong again, K dumbass. I just don't bother myself with all that degenerate shit. I just go gym and try to get my money up. I'm trying to be successful like these idiots."
Bitch! To me, these kinds of comments are just about on the same level as the crusty fat anime loser hating on parties they were never invited to. Except replace the fat guy with a gym bro. Lo bro, I'm sorry to have to be the bearer of bad news, but you aren't going to become the dropshipping Elon Musk because you don't party or play video games. You are just as likely to fail, except you're neglecting fun because the grind, bro, I'm on my villain arc, go crazy, bro. Shut your ass up! Like, fuck hustle culture and lone wolfing down to the bone. So many guys nowadays have convinced themselves that they're ahead of the pack because, while you're out getting drunk, I'm on my villain arc getting my dough up like a top G. Like, no, and don't get twisted. Like, I get why things like video games and parties and other highly stimulating activities are denounced. It's because they're addicting and can easily tank your life if you let it. But there's the key words. If you let it. Like, y'all who have the eat, sleep, grind, repeat mindset gotta understand. 1. Life is a balancing act. And if you just have some fucking willpower and discipline and know your priorities, your life won't instantly go downhill and your future wife won't be getting taken because you wanted to game with the boys or go out to a party.
If you slow down and say that it's okay to play 1 hour of video games, the guy who's right behind you, who you were gonna beat, but you slowed down to play 1 hour of video games, crosses and he beats you, and then he takes your future wife and he impregnates her.
Like, what is blood on about? And this is coming from a guy with ADHD. I am a dopamine fiend, and yet I can get my priorities straight. So don't cope. You have the power to as well. And 2, a lot of successful people live like degens as well. There are exceptions, obviously, but a vast majority of successful people are and were degens in some way, shape, or form. They drank, they played video games, they went out and partied and did drugs, and they still do. If anything, even more so after the come up.
But KD, how do you know? Did they tell you themselves?
Bitch! Like, it's a pretty easy assumption that 99% of the rich celebrities out there are and were degens. You think celebrities and the athletes of the day had the knowledge that we have when it comes to what these things do to your brain? Of course the fuck not. All they knew was that it was fun and they wanted more. Because believe it or not, they're human as well. But the difference between them making it and the brokies who stay in the nightclub past 12 harassing women is that they fit their fun activities around their work schedule. And I'm not saying degenerate activities are good for you. And yeah, you can 100% have the chance to make it off the eat, sleep, grind, repeat mindset. But you also have a good chance to run yourself into the ground along with your social ties because you prioritize the bag over basic human needs of social interaction. The saying I always heard growing up was, work hard, play hard. You don't have to act as if you're above these things that make life enjoyable simply because you think you'll fall to the wayside and your future wife will be fucked by the guy working harder. Bitch! I'm gonna put it this way. Running and keeping the same speed is incredibly hard over long distances because it puts more and more stress on your body. You're out of breath and all you can think about when running is stopping. Work stamina operates in a similar way. I am a firm believer that 2 hours of good deep work a day is 1,000,000 times more effective than a whole day of work with little stoppages. Why? Because you start to burn out after a while. You can't keep a flow state all day or even all week. You need to take breaks or your output will fall off and you won't be at your maximum output. So don't put yourself through a mental internment camp just because you think it puts you ahead of everyone else. Distract yourself from work from time to time with enjoyable activities. You can treat yourself for the hard work you do on your character, body, and career. And drop your fucking superiority complex and pride because it doesn't put you at much of an advantage at all. And to all the speds about to comment that I condone degeneracy, I don't. I'm not an idiot. A lot of these activities are bad for you in some way, shape, or form. Whether it be a hangover from last night or sleep deprivation because you couldn't end on a loss. But I also understand moderation exists and you can balance work and play. And there is a way to avoid becoming a complete loser and actually falling to the wayside because of your choices. And that is by letting it consume your life and becoming the only thing you look forward to. So in other words, balance, you stupid motherfucker. So boys, don't be that guy. Don't be the rat shit little hater who's closet bitter about others living their life. And I know KD fans are all D1's all-star haters, just like me. So I've devised a very simple practice you can apply right away to ensure you don't ever sound like this guy ever again. So let me take you back to the first scenario. Yeah, I just got that new Spider-Man game. Bro, I'm about to play that shit all weekend, dog. Now you've caught yourself. You're about to slide into the conversation. You're about to open your crusty chapped lips to hate on some fun. So how can we avoid doing what you're about to do? Well, when you catch yourself about to speak, think your thought, and close your fucking mouth, you little rat.